DirtTraxtv is sponsored by Polaris, think outside. Can-Am, follow your path. Yamaha's proven off-road side-by-sides and ATVs, realize your adventure. Team MSC, when you just gotta have the best. Honda Power Sports, power your dreams, whatever the terrain. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
Today we're going to do something completely different. And while at first glance it may seem completely unrelated to anything else we do here at Dirt Trax, if we look a little deeper, you're going to see that it's actually kind of related. What am I talking about? Well, today's test ride is on a Kawasaki, but instead of an ATV or side-by-side or even an adventure bike, Kawasaki sent us 3 of their Electrode electric balance bikes for kids. The way I see it, it really doesn't matter what method you use to get your kids into riding off-road. The only thing that matters is that they're riding something outside in the dirt. But not everybody has access to a trail network. Not everyone has room for an ATV or dirt bike, and not every kid is ready for an intimidating gas-powered off-road vehicle. So what's the answer? Well, you could look at the super cheap electric ATVs that are out there, or you could pick up a high-quality Kawasaki Electrode. The Electrode comes in 3 different models. First, there's the Electrode 16. Now this one has 16-inch wheels, a 250-watt motor in the rear wheel. It has a single disc brake on the back, a rigid fork, and it's intended for kids in the 3 to 7-year-old range. While very basic, it offers high-quality components and more than acceptable performance that won't intimidate your kids, but will keep them interested for a long time. Next up is the Electrode 20 FS, and I'm not sure what FS stands for, but I definitely know it's not front suspension. The FS is designed as more of an electric BMX kind of bike. It has tall handlebars, a BMX-style number plate, and slick tires meant for asphalt or concrete surfaces. Then there's the Electrode 20. This one has lower, more moto-style handlebars and a number plate that definitely resembles a dirt bike. It also has knobby tires, and it has a suspension fork with 28 millimeters of travel and dual springs with preload adjustability. Both the Electrode 20 models feature bicycle-style pedals mounted to folding brackets, dual Tektro mechanical disc brakes with 160mm rotors, an adjustable seat post and comfortable seat, twist grip throttle, and left side mounted control panel. The Electrode 20 models are powered by a 750-watt in-wheel brushless electric motor, a 50.4-volt 10.2 amp lithium-ion frame-mounted battery. That's a lot of stuff to remember. There are 3 speed settings to choose from. Low has a very gentle power curve and is limited to 21 kilometers an hour. The middle setting has the same gentle power curve but allows for the top speed of 39 kilometers an hour. And high allows for the same 39 kilometer an hour top speed with a much more aggressive power curve. I decided to get a couple younger riders who were sized perfectly for Electrode 20 to give it a try. Then I interviewed them to find out what they actually thought about it. Sky has been riding mountain bikes for a few years and just started riding a dirt bike this past summer. Isaac is an extremely talented mountain bike rider who's dying to ride a dirt bike but has only ever gotten the chance one time.
I have a lot of experience with bikes and dirt bikes because my dad, his favorite hobby is to dirt bike, and he also likes to bike a lot.
I have a lot of experience on bikes. Sometimes I've been at friends' houses and I've been on dirt bikes, but most of the time it's just been like mountain bikes. When I first saw the Kawasaki Electro, I didn't really know what it was gonna be like. It looked a little weird. I'd never seen something like it before, but it also looked like a lot of fun at the same time.
It looked weird and cool at the same time, and I thought it would be really fun to ride it.
I took Isaac and Sky to our local motocross facility to ride the Electrode 20 on the kids track. And while I wouldn't recommend running gas-powered dirt bikes and the Electrode at the same time on the track, the kids' dirt bike track was actually perfect for the Electrode.
The size is really nice for me because it's about the same size as my bike currently. I think the power was at the right speed for me when I first started because I could kind of get used to it on level 1. And then as I got used to it, I could go up a level, and then it gets super easy to ride once you get used to it.
I think the Electro is pretty good because the power, right when it's on 1, it's just not too hard. Like you just kind of like get to ease into it, but more when it's on 3, it's a bit like more jerky.
I felt confident because it felt super easy and like I could start at my own pace and then I could go up as much as I could when I was ready. Pull the throttle, and for the same with the dirt bike. So I think it's an easy way to move up from a bike to a dirt bike.
Like I really, like if you were to get it, it's fast. It's not scary though. Just like the perfect in between.
It didn't take Isaac or Sky's dad very long to see that the Electrode 20 is the perfect step into the world of motorized off-road riding. And it didn't take either of the kids more than 30 seconds to absolutely fall in love with it. The progression in riding from when they did their first lap to when the batteries finally died a few hours later was nothing short of incredible. The Electrode gave each of them an opportunity to ease their way into riding on 2 wheels without being intimidated by the complexity and noise of an actual dirt bike. If you're looking for a stepping stone from a kid's bicycle to a dirt bike, the Electrode 20 is the perfect choice. Or if you want your kids to learn to ride but don't want to disturb your neighbors, or maybe you're not a motorhead and just want something simple for the kids that requires no gas or maintenance or complicated starting procedures, the Electrode 20 fits that bill exactly. While the Electrode isn't something we would typically test here at Dirt Trax, I think it's completely relevant to any off-road parent who wants to introduce their kids to the world of riding off-road in the least intimidating, easiest to handle, and safest way possible.
This portion of Dirt Trax TV has been brought to you by MBRP Performance Exhaust, built for the victory lap.
One of the most attractive aspects of a side-by-side today is its capability. When we're talking about the price of side-by-sides, so often people say, well, why wouldn't I just buy a Jeep? And the answer is that even a stock side-by-side can go many places modified Jeeps can't go. And while stock side-by-sides are incredibly capable, the aftermarket offers anything and everything you could ever need or want to increase that capability, basically infinitely. Some of these upgrades can get pretty complex, and some of them can be very simple, but there is nothing simpler than a set of wheels and tires. If there is only one thing you can do to your side-by-side to tailor it to your needs more specifically, it's picking the right tire. Stock tires on most side-by-sides, like this Can-Am Defender Max Limited we have here, are designed for all-round use. That means they need to work on the trail, in the mud, on the rocks, and around your yard or job site. Obviously, for a tire to do all of these things, it is going to have to compromise on some of them. I want to make our Defender more capable in the mud, but I still want it to be trail rideable. So I've installed a set of ITP's MT911s in a 32-inch diameter mounted to a set of ITP's 15-inch beadlock wheels. This setup takes a fairly tame-looking Defender and makes it look so gnarly. The MT911 is designed to be a mud tire more than it is anything else. It has a very narrow, square profile with 1.5-inch deep lugs and a very pronounced center channel. There are very few mud scenarios the MT911 can't handle. Aggressive shoulder lugs, 8-ply stiffness, and a tough tread rubber compound mean you can chew through nearly anything to get traction wherever it might be hiding. We chose a 32-inch tire for our Defender, which is a step up in size from the stock 30s it comes with. Now, it's important to understand that if you go up in tire size, you are effectively raising the overall gear ratio of your vehicle, which may require a clutch kit to compensate for depending on how you plan to use it. It's also important to understand that these tires are not designed to be easy on sensitive surfaces. They are designed to bite. So if you use turf mode to drive on sensitive surfaces often, these tires may not be the best choice for you. We've noticed over the years that tire size claims from pretty much all tire manufacturers tend to be a bit ambiguous, so we checked the size of these MT911s to see just how tall they really are. They're supposed to be a 32, and I'm very pleased to report that they're actually closer to 33 inches in diameter. As mentioned, the MT911s do an excellent job in the mud. They dig deep for traction, paddle thinner mud effectively, clear out stickier mud efficiently, and thanks to the aggressive side lugs, get traction on all sides of the tire. On the trail, I would say that the MT911s show their more mud-biased personality. Because they lack a continuous center lug, tracking on hard surfaces can feel a bit vague, and I would describe the handling as a little bit slippery. Are they terrible on the trail? No, they're totally livable for sure. But it's important to understand that they are biased more towards the mud and less towards the trail. One thing we don't often talk about when we're doing stories like this one is value, but as side-by-sides and ATVs continue to get more expensive every year, I think it is something worth talking about even when it comes to upgrades and accessories. ITP's MT911 tires in the 32-inch size we have here are priced at the higher end, but not higher than what I would consider to be their closest competition. I looked around for similar style tires that have 32-inch options and came up with 4 that seem to match pretty well. Super ATV's Intimidator, EFX's Moto Slayer, Highlifter's Out and Back Max, and STI's Outback Max. All 4 of these tires have similar design characteristics and intended purposes. ITP's MT911s are less than $50 more than the lowest cost competitor. Now, I'm not going to say anything negative about any of these other brands or the tires, but there's no question ITP is one of the most popular, respected, and trusted tire brands in the industry, which in my opinion are 3 great reasons to put the MT911s at the top of your list. Today, we're talking about making a Defender Max Limited more mud capable while still maintaining acceptable trail manners. But the truth is, you can put ITP's MT911s on any ATV or side-by-side and get exactly the same results in terms of traction, ride quality, and handling. So no matter what you ride, if you want to spend most of your time in the mud, ITP's MT911s are a great option that come highly recommended by all of us here at Dirt Trax.
This portion of Dirt Trax TV has been brought to you by Suzuki. It's not a quad unless it's a King Quad.
You've seen all of us wearing FXR gear on the show in just about every video we produced. The company's been a valued supporter of both Dirt Trax and Snow Trax for years, and hey, they just make really nice stuff. Heck, I wore my FXR Vapor Pro jacket and pants for 8 seasons, and only after 5 years did I have to replace a zipper, and then I still wore it for 3 more years. I love that suit. It doesn't matter the season, the weather, or the activity. FXR makes nice-looking, durable gear, and its garment technology and style continues to evolve season after season. I just got my new FXR Adventure Lite Tri-Laminate suit, which includes a jacket and bibbed pants. I like the bib for an extra layer of protection on my body from cold wind, and it looks good on its own or with the jacket over it. The pants feature high pockets to store your phone, wallet, or a couple of tissues if your nose is running. Plus, there's waterproof zippers up to almost knee height so you can get your boots on easier. There's also zippers on the inner thigh that open to offer some ventilation when it warms up by lunchtime in this unpredictable fall weather. And adjustable suspenders and a Velcro adjustable back waist get this bib fitting you just right. And let's not forget the always important zippered fly for trailside emergencies. The jacket features a vented hood with adjustable shock cords that you can tighten over your head if you get caught in a downpour. Recurved sleeves and half elastic cuffs to keep the wind, rain, or mud out while riding. Large hand pockets with waterproof zippers, and a YKK waterproof front zipper. It also features zip open side vents and an adjustable shock cord waist and massive deep well inner pockets, as well as a tether retention D-ring. The suit features Omni stretch technology, which I love. I actually move around a lot when I ride, and that little bit of flexibility in the garment allows for some natural movements. Plus, if I decide to get fries with my burger at lunch, that little bit of stretch in the bib means I can still breathe on a full stomach. Both jacket and pants also feature a 15K breathable Hydrex Pro membrane, which means it's fully seam sealed and the outer material is rated to keep rain, mud, and water from puddles out, while the inner material allows for sweat to seep out and away from your body, resulting in a drier, more comfortable riding experience. Plus, all the zippers are waterproof as well. You have to keep in mind that if you run hot or sweat more than the average dude, it's going to be tougher for the dry venting to keep up, if you get my meaning. And you might notice a bit of extra moisture on the inside of your suit. At least that's been the experience from some of our crew. Plus, as much as I like the ventilation zippers, I wish they had a mesh liner behind them so what I'm wearing underneath wasn't just exposed. Now obviously this isn't an insulated cold weather suit. It actually has a warmth rating on FXR's website of 1. But I'm wearing some thermal gear underneath to keep me warm, and the suit fits me great. I'm wearing a large jacket, and the medium bib fits good in all the right places, and it's the perfect length for my height. Plus, it folds down small into the zippered pocket so you can pack it in your storage and throw it on if the weather changes. My only regret is that I kind of wish I had gone up a size or two so I could have the suit on demand when I needed it and just throw it on over bulkier layers while I'm out riding. That said, I'm happy with the way mine fits, and you'll just have to figure out how you want to use yours. FXR's Adventure Lite Tri-Laminate suit is a great choice for spring and fall riding when weather is about as unpredictable as rush hour traffic. Either one of these garments can be worn as a set or look just as good on their own, and are available in a variety of colors so you can mix and match to suit your own style. Whether you wear it out for your ride or stash it in your gear bag or cargo box until you need it, FXR's Adventure Tri-Laminate jacket and bib are designed for serious off-roaders who experience everything from downpours to muddy trails. And it'll keep you dry and comfortable so you can just enjoy your ride.
Dirt Trax TV has been sponsored by Yamaha, revs your heart. Honda, life is better on a Honda. ITP, innovation, traction, performance. Fast HD, roam fearlessly. Kawasaki, let the good times roll.
It's been an impressive year of product releases from Polaris. Most importantly is the Ranger 500 and its incredible price tag, which accompanies the already impressive Sportsman 450. Now on top of that, other Ranger lines as well as the Razor lineup are getting a whole bunch of new improvements for 26 as well. The Razor XP, which has seen the least updates over the past few years compared to the rest of the Razor line, gets a bunch of great new additions, from front fang lights to a new front fascia as well as a front bumper upgrade. The chassis has been stiffened up, better suspension mounts, skid plates, and underside protection, as well as drivetrain improvements to the shifting and reverse gearing, delivering a truly updated Razor XP product. Now, if you're not looking for a Razor XP, but the Razor Pro line is just a little bit out of reach, well, you're in luck for 2026 because Polaris now has the Razor XP S, and it is said to be the strongest trail machine ever built by Polaris. And what is it? Well, the XPS is a 72-inch wide, all-new model designed for wide-open trail riders who are looking for ultimate capability, but also ultimate price point. Featuring all the same features as the Razor XP I just mentioned, the XPS is a 72-inch wide stance and has a whopping 25 inches of usable travel. The driveline takes cues from the Razor Pro S, but mixed with the XP chassis and underside protection. It makes for a highly durable side-by-side with many of the premium performance features, but not the Pro S price tag. 8-ball half-shaft joints, fully welded rear skid plates, 3 user selectable drive modes, 32-inch Pro Armor Trekker tires, Walker Evans 2.5-inch Velocity shocks, and 16 inches of ground clearance, all with the impressive price tag starting at $22,499 US, only $2,499 over the Razor XP. An Ultimate Edition with Ride Command, Rockford Stage 3 sound, poly roof, and 4,500-pound winch will also be available. Now, if you want to step up the game to the Razor Pro R in 2026, your Ride Command is up for one big upgrade. And more specifically to the way that you see and interact with the information on screen. The 2026 Pro R Ultimate now comes with a 10.4-inch vertical touchscreen Ride Command system with 52 square inches of usable screen space. This system gives riders better access to information with easy, quick glances thanks to its 2.3 times larger screen. You'll be able to see anything you need to know on screen with ease day or night and also have 8 times faster processing, 38 times faster graphics rendering so the information you need is there rapidly without hesitation. The storage capacity of this Ride Command is also doubled and the boot times are also twice as fast. And one of the coolest features is the ability to split screen so you can have your map on constantly as well as the other pertinent info that you want without having to change screens. It truly is the best of both worlds. Now, Polaris has always been known for their special editions, and when it comes to 2026, it's absolutely no different on the Razor and Ranger lineups. For Razor special editions, we have the Razor Pro S Calavera edition, known as Day of the Dead. Celebrating 10 years of selling Razor in Mexico, this edition features culture-inspired graphics making a bold statement about the impact Mexico and its terrain have had on the Razor product line. Limited to 200 units, the price point starts at $40,499 US and comes with all the goodies of the Pro S Ultimate. On the Ranger side, we have 2 special editions in the XD 1500 model.
The first is the XD 1500 North Star Crew Texas Edition, embracing Lone Star pride and featuring 32-inch Pro Armor Trekker tires with upgraded 16-inch ground clearance, full surround JBL Pro 4200 sound, as well as an exclusive Texas design with tinted windows, black crystal coloration, and special Texas badging, seat embroidery, and a price tag of $51,999 US. Now the second XD 1500 Special Edition is available in both 3 and 6 seat crew, and that is the Mountaineer Edition. Designed for the backcountry and high elevation, this XD is built with 20% more low-end torque thanks to a 377 gear ratio, helping it to traverse steep climbs and aggressive altitude terrain. Also featuring tinted windows to keep the sun out at higher elevation, the Mountaineer also features special graphics and does have a top speed reduction compared to the standard XD 1500 because of the change in gearing. The Mountaineer Edition will start at $45,999 US for the 3-seat and $49,999 US for the crew model. You know, Polaris is never off the gas. They're always looking for the next best thing to improve, the next model to bring out, and the next way to make your off-road riding experience that much better. So make sure you go to your local Polaris dealer and check out all of the 2026 Polaris products that are coming your way.
Make sure to subscribe and comment below for real interaction with the Dirt Trax crew.